Well, my friends, every time I have told you that selection of medicine is an art. That's why homeopathy is said is rather art than science. And this artistic work is nothing but collection of symptoms, its implication to the patient by analysis and evaluation, by interpretation. Symptoms are of different nature, symptoms are of different character, symptoms are having different types of weight. You have to choose it, you have to collect it, you have to verify it, you have to analyze it, you have to select it according to its weight, whether it has value as worth as gold or as less as iron. Symptoms are of basically two types, general and particular. General symptom means the patient as a whole, I or my appetite, my desire, my aversion, my thirst, my perspiration, and I am. So the general symptoms are of two kinds, mental general and physical general. Mental symptoms are much more important than physicals. Physical generals means the patient as a whole, the desire, the aversion, disagree of foods or any substances, thirst, sweat, appetite, sleep, dreams, thermal reaction, all types of constitution and physical makeup, any kinds of diathesis, lithic acid diathesis, scrofulous diathesis, leukopragmatic diathesis, tubercular diathesis, hemorrhagic diathesis, tendency diathesis, catches cold easily diathesis. Healing of wound is slow, so hemorrhagic diathesis. Bathing aversion or not, seasonal aggravation or not, whether winter aggravation or monsoon aggravation or summer aggravation or autumn aggravation. 24-hour modalities, 7 am, 8 am, 9 am, 7 am aggravation Eupythium purpureatum, 9 am Camomilla, 10 am Natrum mure, 12 noon Zincum metallicum, 12 to 2 arsenic alba, 3 pm Apis belladonna thuja, 4 to 8 pm Lycopodium colocin helleborus, 9 pm Bryonia, 11 pm Cactus grandiflorus, 12 to 2 arsenic alba am, 2 to 4 am Calicarp, 3 am Calicarp ammonicarp, 4 am Natrum salp, 5 am sulfur. So these are important. Within the general symptoms, the menstrual symptoms is very important in case of female, because menstruation is the discharge coming from the uterus, but it is not a particular symptom because it is related with the system as a whole. You know, the uterus discharging the broken down endometrium when the pregnancy has not been occurred, but the process is totally, systematically related with many organs, many systems, many parts of the body. The endometrium proliferates by the action of estrogen hormone, the progesterone hormone, which comes from the ovary, from the Graafian follicle. The Graafian follicle secretes the estrogen, and after discharging the ovum, the remnant packet, which is known as corpus luteum, which secretes the progesterone. And these estrogen and progesterone forms the endometrial bed or thickening or lining. But the estrogen or progesterone, while coming from the ovum, are directly influenced by the follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone coming from the anterior part of the pituitary. And the pituitary is further influenced by hypothalamus. And the hypothalamus is further influenced or maintained or directed by higher center of the cerebral cortex. So that is its system. From brain's cerebral cortex to hypothalamus, direction first given from the higher center of the cerebral cortex to hypothalamus, hypothalamus to ovary, ovary to uterus. So that's why it is a general symptom. So it is given very, very important. But leukorrhea is particular. It is a pathological discharge. Leuko means white, leucoplaster, leukocytes. So some discharge coming from the cervix of the uterus, whitish in color, that's why it is called leukorrhea. But the discharge actually coming from whether cervix or endometrium, we do not know. Or whether from vaginal infection, vaginal tissue, we do not know. So the discharge may be bloody, may be white, may be yellowish, may be in different colors. That means some abnormal discharge coming from either from the vagina or from the cervix of the uterus or from the body of the uterus. So it may be sometimes bloody. So leukorrhea means not always white. Some abnormal discharge apart from menstruation is called leukorrhea. So in leukorrhea, there are many peculiar symptoms. We have got in allopathic medicine, there is no particular medicine for menstruation and leukorrhea. We are having accustomed, we have got many peculiar symptoms of leukorrhea or leukorrhea bloody discharge apart from the time of menstruation. Leukorrhea, abortion, following abortion, sabina. Leukorrhea is very much albuminous, like the white of an egg, borax. Leukorrhea with severe backache, eupion. Leukorrhea bedding amyloids, alumina. Bladder irritation with erigeron. Very bland, thick pulsatilla. You know all the discharges are thick and blind pulsatilla. And leukorrhea bloody. Conium maculatum, cocculus, sepia. So there are many important medicines. At the time of climaxis, Suriname, coition after sepia, colic with magmure, constipation with magmure. So leukorrhea. Another symptoms important, menstruation after or menstruation before menstruation graphitis, after menstruation creosote sepia. So hot feeling, borax. Little girls, colophyllum. So there are different types of symptoms. Menses after, I have already told, see this is my repertory which is going to be published. Leukorrheal discharge, menses after calcarea phos conium. So there is a rubric in Allen's keynote, menses after, especially 10 days after. So 10 or 12 days after, conium maculatum. I am showing the line from the Allen's keynote. See leukorrhea, conium maculatum. 10 days after menses, borax, bovista. So I have already told it may be colored or bloody. So acrid bloody. Acrid bloody. So this gentle lady, one of our patient, has declared reddish discharges per vagina 10 days after menstruation. It has She mentioned it during case taking. This is the one ink color, blue color. Already today, she has repeated again. This symptom is continuing. Bloody discharge 10 days after menses, 10 to 12 days after. The first prescription was phosphorus, considering the totality. Now, these peculiar symptoms, as mentioned in conium maculatum, 10 to 12 days after menstruation, the question is, shall I give conium or shall I continue phosphorus, which already I have been selected for her hoarseness and other complaints? This is a question. How to solve it? I have got the answer. Yes, conium is the choice of medicine because her husband works outside of his neighbor place and she is worried, anxiety. She can express her anxiety and worriness. তুমি বাইরে থাকো, তোমার ওয়াইফের কথা এই সিমটমটা আমি যে ভিডিওটা দিচ্ছি তোমার ওয়াইফের, তুমি বাইরে কোথায় চাকরি করো?
আমি আর্মিতে করি, এখন নাগপুরে পোস্টেড।
কতদিন পর পর বাড়িতে আসো?
3 থেকে 4 মাস।
3 থেকে 4 মাস পর পর তার স্বামী হাজব্যান্ড বাড়িতে ফেরে এবং তার জন্য কেউ দুশ্চিন্তা করে,
একাই সংসার সামলাতে হয়, নিজে একটা চাকরি করে,
চাকরি করে, একা থাকে। তো অ্যাংজাইটি, বারবার ভদ্রমহিলা বলেছে, ওর হাজব্যান্ডও বলছে যে দেয়ার ইজ গ্রেট অ্যাংজাইটি, যেটা বলতে পারবে না সেটা ডাক্তারদের বুঝে নিতে হবে। দেয়ার ইজ দ্য সিমটম অফ কোনিয়াম। অ্যাবস্টিনেন্স, কমপ্লেন্ট অ্যাগ্রাভেটস অ্যাবস্টিনেন্স ফ্রম suppression of natural desire, for which conium is a master medicine. And along with that mental symptom, abstinence complaints, abstinence from suppression of natural desire, no doubt, there is suppression of natural desire, conium, and the peculiar symptoms, reddish discharge, not leukorrhea, but this discharge may be bloody also, may be bloody. So reddish bloody discharge comes 10 days after menstruation, and with my presence of knowledge, I have understood that there is suppression of natural arts. So conium is the choice of medicine, my friends.